So I decided to ascend my Nick Fury because, well, reasons. Hello everybody, hope you're doing well. Welcome to the second video of Tuesday. Bit of a last minute one. I actually changed the schedule of what I was going to be doing an incursion based video, but as I was making it, put it together, grabbing the footage, grinding it for over an hour, I was like, it just wasn't coming off the way that I kind of wanted to. So I thought, right, okay, well, let's do an ascension video and take Nick Fury, which I've recently ascended, into loads of different content. Realm of Legends, Abyss of Legends, Labyrinth of Legends, Legends of Legends, the TV show Legend, the film I Am Legend, The Legend of Zorro. No, I'm going to stop now. I apologise. Anyway, it's always really interesting to know when these Ascended champions, and by the way, I will be doing some more content on Ascension. I've created a playlist on the channel. So it's interesting to know where Nick Fury will sit in other champions of, prestige and rating and things like that. So it's very interesting to note that my Medusa is a rank 3 champion. Kingpin is a rank 3 champion in my roster at the moment. And so is Massacre, Black Widow, Clairvoyant. They're not two. I'm just elongated pause between Black Widow and Clairvoyant. Sunspot, Spider-Man stealth suit. And then going up where there's other champions that are rank 3, rank 4 respectively. So, the question is, why? Why did I decide to ascend Nick Fury? Nick Fury is one of my... Can you sort, actually? Can we sort by ascended or not? Is that something? Is that a thing? Are we allowed to do that? I thought I saw it. Yes, we can. Okay. So I've ascended 2 champions in total. I think I can ascend one more 5-star. Going for all these things. When we have 8 stars and 9 stars, I'm trying to negotiate this champion system. It's going to do my head in. I can do one more. Can I do any more than that? I can do one more. Anyway, I can do one more. I think I can do one more. In any case, I can do one more. So I decided to do Nick Fury just because over these years, if you've been following the channel as much as, well, anybody, then you'll know that I have just not picked up a 6-star version of Nick Fury. And now I've come to the point where I've just gone, do you know what? Probably time. Just put him up. And the 5-star version at the moment is good. I still use this champion in a lot of monthly based content clearing. But I've always been chomping at the bit for something a bit more potent. So with Ascension, actually, it gives a solution. Believe it or not, a solution to a problem. That problem was having a more potent bleeder. And this facilitates that. So in any case, without further ado, without any more talking, let's look at some gameplay. We're going to go to Realm of Legends, then we're going to go to Abyss of Legends, and then we're going to end up in Labyrinth of Legends. So here we are, deeper into Realm of Legends. Now, the way that I like to play Nick Fury, well, to be honest, I was getting a bit bored with having to be in Phase 1, so I jumped the gun and went to Phase 2. A lot of the time you're going to see me jumping into Phase 2, but that's really it. I would say in Abyss of Legends, which we'll talk about the fight in a minute, it's not always advantageous to get into Phase 2 because you kind of need Phase 1 and Phase 2 because the node around that particular game mode means that you need to be alive a little bit longer in order to do, because you only have a limited amount of hits before you start taking some real damage, and that's the scary thing. We'll talk about that and you'll see it in a minute. But this Rhino fight is getting absolutely destroyed. I'm trying to build up the deep wounds as much as possible. I do have deep wounds as a mastery, and as well have deep wounds. Obviously, I'm trying to kind of do these, deeper wounds to try and do as much damage. And there's a lot of damage right there. So the thing is, with Abyss of Legends, which we're in at the moment, which is good. But basically, you can use Nick Fury for thing, and the 5-star helps if I was looking to use a 5-star again. But as you can see, you only got a certain amount of hits before you're going to take damage. We're on 60 plus hits, and it's getting worse. So because the champion does have bleed as part of the kit, it is always about trying to be on the front foot with thing, but also remove the rock stacks. If you've got bleed, he's going to remove some of the rock stacks. It's not the best method of looking at this because other champions like Falcon, etc. are much better. But as long as I'm just applying bleeds, I'm taking those rock stacks down. You can see, 10 at the moment, and then it will go down to 8, 9, and then 10, 11, 12, getting really close, and then it's like, okay, well, let's bring it down again. One thing that I did like about the champion that I decided to rotate in this particular method, because, I'm immune, I wanted to keep up the pressure. So keeping up the pressure, basically keeping up the aggression, is basically trying to get as much charges as possible. If I get 15 plus charges, Nick becomes unblockable. So basically I can be much more aggressive. It does actually, you know, not ruin the AI, but kind of messes around with the AI. They're like, oh, they hit me, I'll guess I'll break my block because they broke my block. So that is something that I like to play with the champion, just to kind of keep up the aggression. You're going to see that, you can see in the next fight, I don't know. But in any case, you can't, the thing is with this, you can't win it all. You can only do a certain amount of hits before you're running out of your challenges, your challenge hits, I think it is, I can't remember what it was called. And you're going to get absolutely clattered. I'm going to get clattered. I think it's like 200 hits. So yeah, I do that, and then I'm just done. I die after that particular fight. Look, it's still a good champion. It's just the case it wouldn't be the most advisable way to take that down. You can shave off a good amount of health, but not a huge amount. Any case, with Abyss of with Labyrinth for Legends, a different story. As what you can do with this one is like it's just a case of, well, you can't parry, you can't, you know, stun because well, not stun. You can't stun because it's just not going to work out in your favor, is it now? So yeah, it's like the length of time that the stun effect with the Limber, it's just not going to work out, you know, according to plan. But at least I can get a good idea of the shaving down of damage, and that was the main thing. That's what I wanted to see. So by doing that, and as well, kind of like keeping up the aggression, I'm trying to get deep wounds, but do bear in mind, like trying to time in a heavy attack is not exactly brilliant. Heavy attacks garner the most when it comes to bleeds, but at the same time I can be doing lots of mediums. I did try lots of mediums where I could, but it's you have to be very, very aggressive with the champion. And what I'd love to come back here with a 6-star version, but doing good amount of ticks per bleed, which you can see on screen, like 4k, going up a little bit high. If I get the deep wounds rotated right with this particular fight, because obviously I like to parry and then do a heavy, then yeah, it's like it's possible, but it's not sustainable long term. In any case, it was nice to kind of break out in a phase 2 and do ending in a light ending combo and doing all those lovely bleed damage. So yeah, I decided to ascend this champion, and mainly because I use a 5-star version a lot more in questing. So it kind of like it kind of made sense to do that, and I'm very happy with that particular decision to do so. What is it going to mean? It probably will mean Nick Fury goes into my Battleground deck, which I don't know if it really applies for this month. Is it going to help in a defensive element? Maybe you'll see that in defense. Maybe I'll put it in defense. Like, that's just the thing. I haven't decided yet whether or not to put some of the 5-stars into a defense. But saying that, like, I might do it. I might actually do a video later on and just see, like, well, how did they perform? It may not be like clean, it may not work, but I'm up for giving it a go. Like magic in defense, maybe. But then people are going to use Human Torch and other kind of mystic-based champions, or champions. You can use Namor as a kind of good counter to magic. So there's tons of options for that one. But maybe I will start using these champions I ascended into my Battleground deck. I think even Kabam said about that. But in any case, that has been the video. I just wanted to make a short but sweet video on this. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. There is one more video to post today. It will be a sponsored video. I apologize on behalf of myself in advance. Sorry. But do bear in mind, I've got to pay bills, so support the channel. Watch if you want. You're not paying for it. Please support the channel. I've got to do these things. Got to pay them bills. But in case, check out some other content located on screen. We've got an MCN already in the bank for tomorrow, so look out for that. And also an update to the spreadsheet. So I'm going to work on that early tomorrow and have a video out to say version 2 is now live. Crazy how 1 week goes in MCOC. Anyway, have a lovely day, everybody. Bye-bye.